Please allow me to welcome the first speaker, Eric Hausman, as he delivers up his talk, Gratitude 101.
The Roman philosopher and statesman Cicero said that gratitude is not only the best of the virtues, but also the parent of all others. Now, even if Cicero hadn't said it, it would still be true. For if we can get past the cliche of it, and if we can get past the dysfunction of what we learn about it, gratitude is amazing. It makes our jaws drop. Might even make your eyes water. But much of what I've learned about it is kind of dysfunctional. You ever see a kid, for example, ask for an extra cookie, and a parent says, "You can't have a second cookie. Be happy you have anything to eat at all. Be grateful you have a roof over your head." People are starving in Eastern Europe, in Africa, down the street. This gets me for three different reasons. First of all, the clear subtext of those statements are not an invitation to feel gratitude. The clear subtext is, "I'm annoyed with you. Please stop complaining." Secondly, it requires a kind of hierarchy of human experience where you should be happy that there's always somebody lower on the ladder than you are. And I don't know about you, but I don't want my happiness to depend on the suffering of others. Lastly, is a kind of plan B mentality where the concept of gratitude is invoked when you can't get what you want. So it supports the status quo in a way I just don't want to do. The kind of gratitude I'm talking about is something like this. Something like looking into a baby's eyes for the first time, or looking down from a mountaintop. Now, I know human experience is varied, and it's not always the pretty stuff. I mean, you might start a website and become a billionaire, but you might also eat right and exercise and still get cancer at an early age. How are you grateful about that? Well, I think that this guy has the answer for it. This is Chuang Tzu, and he's an ancient Chinese philosopher. He had a reputation for telling interesting stories. One such story is about a butterfly. Chuang Tzu had a dream. He was dreaming. He was a butterfly. You know, he was flittering around here and there, doing butterfly stuff. And then he woke up, and Chuang Tzu is not entirely sure whether he was Chuang Tzu having just dreamt he was a butterfly, or if he was a butterfly dreaming he's Chuang Tzu. What does this have to do with gratitude? Well, here's another story. Chuang Tzu was walking down the street with some of his students, and one of them saw a disfigured gentleman and said, "I am so grateful that I'm not like that." He was missing a leg, an arm, and a few fingers. And Chuang Tzu said, "You have it all wrong. Life is so incredibly amazing and surprising. Some animals have 100 feet, some animals have 2 legs, 20 teeth. It's such a surprise, actually, that we have 2 feet than that this gentleman has 1. Now, how many of you know what a mantra is? I was in India and met a Swami, and I was really curious what his mantra was. What brought him back to center? And I was nervous it was going to be something very long and in a foreign language, something I wouldn't understand. And it turned out to be quite simple. It was one word and in English. It was simply wow. And I think the key to gratitude is coming at it from this angle. From a moment of surprise. There's a lot of moments in life where we can find this. And I invite you to try it for 3 weeks. To try saying, wow, and see if it brings us to that same point where I think Chuang Tzu was talking about in terms of grounding our gratitude in a sense of wonder. Now, it might be hard to do in traffic, but I think even in hard times, that this mantra of wow and an awareness of how wonderfully crazy this life is a key. I also invite you to share this with others, with your friends, with your loved ones, and or email me and let me know how it goes for you. Thank you.